From the celebrity capital of the world, it's Hollywood Squares! Starring George Wallace, Gena Nolin, Jeffrey Tambor, Nick Cannon, our favorite decorator, Christopher Lowell, Vivica J. Thomas, Jillian Barberie, and this week's Center Square, Burt Reynolds. And your host, Bergeron.
Thank you, Jeffrey Tambor, voice of Hollywood Squares. Welcome to day 2 of a brand new week of Hollywood Squares with, as our Center Square Academy Award nominee, Burt Reynolds. Give it up for Burt. Great to have you here. And I just want to note, it's only the second day of what's going to be a 5-day week, and Christopher Lowell, you're still working on the space.
I got a thing going. It's a design thing. We got some curtains up now. We got our architecture. We got a little paint. Yeah. I got some tassel things going. I think I'm going to give this to Nick and see if he can actually make it all the way through the hood wearing one of these.
Wonderful.
There you go.
See, this is like bling bling.
There you go.
Very nice.
I got to decorate with it.
All right. Join us for Jacuzzi Thursday, too. All right, let's welcome back our returning champion with $28,625 in cash and car, Will Hawes. Good to see you again, Will. And you are challenged in the circle position by Galadriel Scholes. Welcome, Galadriel. Lovely name. Good to have you here. Our first game is worth $1,000. You know, it's tic-tac-toe. Nothing too tough about that. However, you guys have to decide if the answers the stars are giving are correct or they're just making them up. That's how you get the squares. Galadriel, as the challenger, you start.
Burt Reynolds, please.
Burt Reynolds! Johnson County War is on the Hallmark Channel with Tom Berenger. Bergeron, Berenger. Burt, there are 108 stitches on a baseball. What kind of balls have 88 stitches?
Evil Knievel's. That would be a softball.
I agree.
Softball it is. Yes, Circle gets that one. Evil Knievel. Will.
Jay Thomas, please.
Jay Thomas, co-starring in Santa Claus 2 at a theater near you on November 1st. Jay, what character used to wear a bear skin and is now wearing just leaves and boots?
I hope it's Jillian soon. That's Gena, Girl of the Jungle. Gena of the Jungle, I believe.
Sheena?
I disagree.
No, the Jolly Green Giant is who it is. Ho, ho, ho. X gets that one. Galadriel.
Gena Nolin.
Yeah, speaking of Sheena, also starring in the Baywatch reunion movie on Fox.
Yes.
Gena Lee, if a guy is using a Brannock device on you, what part of your body is he measuring?
Man.
My waist.
All right.
I disagree.
No, your foot. It determines shoe size. That little thing they always say. Yeah, Circle gets the square there. Will.
Vivica Fox, please, for the block.
All right, Vivica for the block, presently filming Kill Bill, co-starring Lucy Liu and Uma Thurman, directed by Quentin Tarantino. Vivica, new research found that women in small towns prefer men who are in touch with their emotions, but city gals are looking for something else in men. What?
Back in the day, I would have said a guy with a nice big heart to make sure that he'll love you. But I'm gonna keep it real. It's a guy with a big bank account so you can provide for your family.
I agree.
Keeping it real.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
All right.
Yes, big bank account. Right, X gets the block. Heart smart. Galadriel.
Jeffrey Tambor for the block.
Jeffrey Tambor from That Was Then on ABC. I want to mention, by the way, in case you kind of noticed this, Jeffrey is the new voice of Hollywood Squares, and a fine job you're doing, too.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. I thought that sounded
It's affecting my life. It's a brand new bowl of oatmeal.
A brand new question for you.
Thank you.
Where can crocodiles go that alligators can't?
They can't go in the same waters.
I agree.
And is that okay, Judge? Because they can go in the ocean, the salt water, and the others can't. So, yeah, you got your block there. All right. Circle gets that. We get a break. Plot your next move, Will. We'll find out where you're going when we come back right after this. Stick around.
I'm getting double sticked. I'm doing a J-Lo. Make sure that nothing pops out. The secret of any girl. And a top and chiffon. Double stick. There we go.
We're back with our fine studio audience. While you're watching commercials, they're dancing for Hollywood Squares T-shirts and some CDs. One woman actually danced with a CD in her teeth. Would you raise your hand? Boy, nothing says sexy like that, huh? By the way, I just want to mention, next week, Burt will be back as our center square, along with Dom DeLuise for Dynamic Duo Week. We'll have Tim Conway and Harvey Korman in the square, Adam West and Burt Ward, and a lot more. Going to be fun. Dynamic Duos all next week, right here on Hollywood Squares. Galadriel Scholes, our challenger. Tell us about yourself, if you will, Galadriel.
I'm originally from Marlborough, New Hampshire. When I'm not giving tours at a major California attraction, I spend time being an adult tutor at a reading program at a local library.
All right, good enough. Good enough. Good to have you with us. And Will Hawes, our returning champion. Tell us about yourself. Things we don't know, Will.
All right. I'm the Director of Aftermarket Programs for the Motorcycle Industry Council.
We knew that.
I'm originally from Milton, Massachusetts.
We knew that.
And I have a lovely wife, Denise, son, Drake, and a daughter, Eden.
Didn't know that. All right, welcome back, Will. Believe it's your turn.
George Wallace for the block, please.
George Wallace, performing at the Funny Bone in Little Rock, Arkansas, October 18th. Experts warn you should never keep a pet bird in the kitchen if you cook using this. Using what?
Gravy. It would be, somebody told me this, and I think it's true because it was a minister that told me, and ministers don't lie. And it would be rice.
I disagree.
Now, I never knew this. It's Teflon because their sensitive little lungs can't handle the fumes.
It's rice.
Gets the block. Really. Galadriel.
Jillian Barberie for the block.
Jillian from Good Day Live and Extreme Dating. Check your local listing. Jillian, on television, The Love Boat had one strict rule that could not be broken. Two people couldn't go to bed together unless one of them said what?
I'll keep my clothes on.
I disagree.
No, until one of them said, I love you. I love you. Circle gets the square. I remember that from the episode with Siegfried and Roy. Will?
Nick Cannon, please.
Nick Cannon from the Nick Cannon Show on Nickelodeon.
Yes.
All right, Nick, Self-Portrait with Bandaged Ear is a famous painting by whom?
Evander Holyfield.
Very good.
No, Van Gogh.
I agree.
Van Gogh, yes, that's right. X gets the block. Galadriel, your turn.
Christopher Lowell for the 5-square win.
All right, if we can find him in there. Hosted the Christopher Lowell Show on the Discovery Channel. When a tropical storm hits 74 miles per hour, it officially becomes what?
It becomes a really bad hair day. Tornado.
I disagree.
A hurricane. Actually, Circle gets it. And the 5-square win. All right, our next game is also a $1,000 game, but it has a secret square, and we're going to find out through the mellifluous tones of Jeffrey Tambor what's in the secret square stash.
Wow, it's a thoroughly modern Broadway getaway. You and a guest will spend 4 nights at the luxurious Renaissance New York Hotel. Dine at their premier restaurant, Foley's, with its panoramic view of Times Square, and see the Tony Award-winning musical, Thoroughly Modern Millie. All worth $6,916.
All new bowl of oatmeal. Thank you, Jeffrey. Let's show all of you at home who the secret square is. Now you know, Galadriel, you won the first game, so you start.
Burt Reynolds,
All
please.
right, Burt. By the way, Burt's also starring in Miss Letty and Me with none other than Mary Tyler Moore, scheduled to air October 20th on TNT. Burt, who advertised with a man simply pointing and saying, "I want you"?
Me 30 years ago.
You still got it. Yes.
That was Uncle Sam.
I agree.
Sure, for the Army. He was recruiting for the Army. That's right. Circle gets the square. We get a break. We'll continue with this secret square game right after this. Stick around.
Always got beautiful women talking to me forever. I don't want to interrupt the player's game because, you know, that's up from one player to another. True player from way back. Still got it.
All right, welcome back. We have a secret square game underway, and our returning champion, it is your turn, Will.
Thank you. George Wallace, please.
George Wallace. All right, George. George, according to ABC News, where is the sweatiest place in the country?
The hottest place would be in a desert, Death Valley.
Death Valley.
I disagree.
San Antonio, actually. San Antonio. X gets the square. Galadriel.
Vivica A.
Now, this is a video secret square question here.
Okay.
This shot of George Kennedy beating up Paul Newman is a scene from which movie? Cool Hand Luke, The Hustler, or Somebody Up There Likes Me?
Cool Hand Luke.
I agree.
Cool Hand Luke. It is, yes. Circle gets it. A New York getaway for you, Galadriel. All right, back to you, Will.
Gena Lee Nolin, please.
Gena Lee Nolin. All right, Gena Lee. Imagine this. You're laying in the sun in a shallow pool with only your head poking out. What part of you will get tan?
Your head.
I disagree.
No, everything facing the sun. The sun's rays penetrate 3 feet into the water, actually. So X gets the square and the block over there. All right, Galadriel.
Christopher Lowell for the block.
Christopher Lowell, his home collection is at the Burlington Coat Factory. All right, Christopher. What does Laker Shaquille O'Neal do with gold nail polish?
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, I have so many answers for that. He decorates his balls. The balls.
I disagree.
No, he paints his toenails is what he does, actually. Circle gets that one. All right, Will.
Jay Thomas for the block, please.
All right, for the block up there, Jay.
Okay.
Jay, in terms of geography, Bolivia and Paraguay are the only countries in South America that are completely what?
They're completely mountainous.
I disagree.
No, they're completely landlocked.
Yeah.
Only 2. X gets the block. All right, Galadriel.
Jillian Barberie for the block.
Okay, Jillian for the block. Jillian, a university study reports that 75% of the people who claim they've been abducted by aliens are what?
Living alone?
I disagree.
No, women. They're women. Circle gets the block there. All right, Will.
Nick Cannon, please.
Nick Cannon from Nickelodeon for the block.
Oh, man.
Nick, the Boy Scouts motto is be prepared. What's the motto of the Girl Scouts?
Honor by helping.
I disagree.
They have the same motto, be prepared. X gets the square. All right, Galadriel.
Jeffrey Tambor for the
You're
5
sure?
square win.
You're okay, you're sure. All right, let's go to Jeffrey. To Daniel Boone, Jeffrey, what was his tick liquor?
I call mine Mr. Jeffy. It was his rifle.
I agree.
It was his rifle. Yeah, circle gets the square. And a 5-square win. All right, that means we're out of time. Will, we're going to give you $500 for today. And also, with what you won yesterday, you leave us with $29,125 in cash and car. Congratulations. Galadriel, you got $2,000 and the secret square stats. You're our new champion. Congratulations. All right, you know what's going to happen when we come back. Bonus round time, maybe a new car in your future. We'll be right back. Stay right there. Mr. Jeffy would want it that way. We'll be right back. Bonus round time. Our new champion, Galadriel, is here. Galadriel, you've won $2,000 already. Take a look over there, would you? You got 9 keys, right? And, of course, as you know, one of them will start what, little Jeffy?
It's the new PT Cruiser Woody. Love that name. The Chrysler PT Cruiser is as practical as it is stylish, with versatility to pack, stow, and carry almost anything. From Berge Motor Car Company, worth $23,125.
You know, sometimes you just stumble into synergy. All right, up until now, we've heard a little bit about what the stars know. Here's where we find out what you, Galadriel, know about the stars. Is that a little over the top, you think?
It's beautiful.
All right, thank you. You'll pick a square. I'll read a statement about that star. If you agree or disagree correctly, you've won the square. At the end of 30 seconds, every square you've won will mean a bad key will be taken away, okay? You get 30 seconds on the clock, and the clock starts ticking when you pick a star.
Christopher Lowell.
Christopher designed the set of TV's Home Improvement.
I agree.
Wrong. Next.
Gena Lee Nolin.
Gena Lee worked as a Roman princess at Caesar's palace.
I agree.
Right. Next.
George Wallace.
George was Arsenio Hall's sidekick on his late-night show.
I agree.
Wrong. Next.
Jillian Barberie.
Jillian reported on Hurricane Andrew for 48 straight hours.
I agree.
Right. Next.
Jay Thomas.
Jay was drafted by the Charlotte Hornets of the World Football League.
I disagree.
Wrong. Next.
Jeffrey Tambor.
Hey! All right, let's head down here. Time's up. Let's count some keys together, Galadriel.
So fast,
I know. Can't even get it out.
All right, Galadriel. As you probably remember, you got 2 correct, so we're going to take away 2 of the bad keys. That means you've got one of those 7 that will start that PT Cruiser.
Well, my lucky number is 7.
Yes.
But I'm going to take this one.
All right, give it a go. Good luck.
Oh.
$2,000 you won and the card. Day 1, you've amassed $32,041 because you won the secret square as well. That's only day 1. Galadriel will be back tomorrow. You'll be playing for something, not a car, but something really cool if you make it to the bonus round, all right? So we'll see how you do. On behalf of Galadriel and all our stars, I'm Tom Bergeron, hoping you'll join us tomorrow on Hollywood Squares. Give it up for Burt, Reynolds, and the gang. Thank you, guys.
Promotional consideration furnished by the following.